Hi, so it is Monday, January 3rd, 2022. Happy New Year. Um, it was like the first day back to work after all the holidays and whatnot. And I've had the most craziest up and down last 5 hours that I've had in a few months. Work-wise. Yeah, so pretty much I am staff, but I don't have like some open-ended staff position. I'm on like a term base, but like whenever the term like comes up for renewal, people just like usually automatically get renewed. So it's not like a really big deal. So I saw in my inbox over the weekend, there was like a reminder from HR, like that my term is like ending in June and that I should talk to my managers about extending it in the system and whatnot. But my manager already contacted my upper management, and since he's like newly my manager, he's just asking like, what do I do with this or whatever. Because it's like not only me, it's like a lot of other people in the office too. So management gave a really strange response that like they can only extend my contract like 6 more months, so until the end of the year. And that's like very unheard of. Like usually like people get freaked out if they get like an extension of 1 year, and I got in the email he says I get an extension of 6 months. So I was freaked out because that like never happens, and it kind of came out of like left field. And like the first hour of getting this news, I was just like, okay, well, I want to like talk to upper management because I don't understand. So we have a meeting tomorrow, and so after I got this news around like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, I was kind of like in shock the first hour, and then I talked to like 3 different people, and then one gave me pretty good advice. Well, everyone gave me good advice, but one like calmed me down, I guess, and was like, hey, maybe there's like something bigger here, and like really think about like, what do you want, Mala? Because I had been expressing at that point that I wanted a career change for a while, and kind of just like I'm kind of over it mentality. And I know for sure that I don't want to work there anymore, that I think I can like do something completely different. So I'm like slowly kind of building up to that. And so I was just talking with mostly coworkers. So then I talked to other coworkers, and they're like, bring all the evidence up, and like kind of like in shock, like, what? You only got 6 months? And then that freaked me out. And then my freaking friend, who I'm pretty sure is my spirit guide at this point, or guide, because she's always there in the most pivotal moments of my life, and she always has the best advice, and it feels like everything she's experienced, I'm slowly experiencing also. Anyway, it's wild, but love her so much. She literally snapped me out of this like mentality that I had, right? Talking to all my work coworkers about like how such a big deal this is, and oh my god, freaked out mentality, to more like, hello, Mala, wake the fuck up. Like, you don't like that place. Like, you've been saying you don't like that place for like the last 8 years. This is like what you actually wanted. Like, you've outgrown this place that you currently work at, and They have nothing to offer you. You're like not being targeted. It's like a kick from the universe, a nice kick from the universe to get ready for like a new opportunity. And it's like time to move on. Like, she's like, hello, you have to remember, you hated this job. Like, fuck that place. And I realized when she was saying that, I was like, man, that is so true. I was like operating from a place of ego when I was like talking to my coworkers and like receiving this like shock and news to me, because I was just like, oh my god, this like rarely happens to people, right? Like, why me? Why am I being targeted? And like, I have so many achievements and like, I don't understand. Let me like find all this evidence and like tell them my performance has been like great throughout this whole almost 10 years of being at this place. Like, why is this happening to me? But yeah, it totally reminded me, hello, I'm operating out of place of ego and fear, and I need to switch my mindset and think like, no, I really do not like that job, and that this is a blessing, and it's time to really start thinking about like the next move. And don't let like your coworkers kind of who are operating at a different, like totally different level of you, kind of in like low vibration energy, don't let them pull you back down to where they are. Stay clear and trust your gut. And I know deep down in my gut that there's like more in my life than my job for the last 10 years. I always felt it internally, but I think I really began trusting it the last, I would say 3 years or so. And definitely within the last year, I was just like, I'm done with this. This doesn't align with what I'm trying to do. I thought initially I could somehow make it work, because in my mind, that was just like that vision that I had for such a long time that I was like kind of crazy to like not want it, right? Because everyone wants to work at this like organization that does like amazing work around the world, and it has like all this glitz and glamour associated with it and perks and benefits. So it would be like crazy to leave, right? And most people are afraid to leave. But I do remember saying last year a lot, like, I don't care, like, I'm done. Like, if it were to end tomorrow, like, I'll be fine. I know I'll be fine. And I remember a few of my coworkers looking at me crazy, but I still like felt confident in what I was saying. And then, yeah, I just realized that this whole afternoon that I spent like going through 500 thoughts in my head about, oh my God, this is fearful. Oh my God, I don't have a job. Oh my God. Like, I just reset my lease for like over a year. What am I gonna do? Why is this happening to me? Why am I targeted? Like, no, this is a test. This is like a call to action to make moves pretty much, and like leave all that negative baggage bullshit in the past and move on to like bigger and better things, because I know like deep down it's there. But it was just an interesting day. It really didn't like click until I talked to Chanel, which thank God I did, and she made me kind of come down to my senses and snap me back to reality. That like, no, this is like a good thing. And she went through the same thing like with her job, although she didn't have like such a nice little cushion as I did. Like she was just like in a much worse situation where she didn't even think she was gonna get paid for like the work that she did. And it just kind of like halted right in the middle of it. But yeah, it feels kind of crazy, but thank you, universe. Yeah, I think I needed this. I'm still gonna like try to squeeze out as much time as I can with my current contract, but I think it is worth exploring a new direction and going full force.